Good day everyone. I owe you a long-awaited driveway update. It's been many months since we've done this, but we've spent many weeks just progressing it and making it look really nice and neat. You can see behind me that there it is in all its glory. It's come a long way since I first whippersnipped up here, and we just had grass and some cars couldn't get up, and we put down some road base, and then we had a few failed deliveries. So my dad and I just said, look, let's just do it properly and it'll be good for 30 years. It was 100 mil of gravel, we put in rebar, and it was all mixed with a cement mixer, and we took it down here manually with wheelbarrows. It's 40 centimeters wide, 42 meters up each way. So 84 meters worth of concrete. We got our neighbour to put in all this road base, so now it looks really nice and neat. Essentially we've got like two driveways just for an emergency. We've got the main driveway, and then in case we need a secondary one for like fire trucks to get up or something. We've landscaped neatly everywhere. I've whippersnipped along here, and in the future I'd like to have the sign just here and a mailbox onto the right hand side. Apparently in rural areas you need to have your mailbox on the right hand side for the mail trucks to be able to get in. The driver puts the mail in and then drives off. It's good that we found that out, because initially we were going to put the mailbox onto the left hand side, which would have been a whole lot of work and would have been wasted work. Today's job, I'm going to try to whippersnip all this. All up here, it was all dug by the construction crew, and it was just bare soil, so a lot of weeds just started growing into it. We've got blackberries there, and we've got all sorts of wonderful weeds. This side here looked very similar. What I've done, I went through, whippersnipped everything, and then I used poison on the blackberries. I think I just used glycol phosphate, just Roundup. But I think I'm going to need something much stronger for the blackberries. The blackberries are kind of look like they're dying, but they're not. They're still there. I think I need a different type of poison. But what I'm going to focus on today is just to whippersnip it, and then whatever I see that's still growing, I'm going to try and poison, especially the blackberries. Now that's better.
Comfy there, Daniel? So today I'm planting my garlic. Hello all of my wonderful family and friends. So this is, I think, the fourth time I've tried to film this update for you all. As you saw just before, Daniel's done some whippersnipping, which looks amazing, and he's finally shown you our beautiful driveway, which he spent a very long time trying to get right and look perfect. And it looks amazing. My car can get up the driveway now. We had a couple of instances in wet weather where we had to park at the bottom because my car wouldn't get up the driveway. I do have an SUV. It's not, it's just petrol, so it's not diesel, it doesn't have a lot of grunt to it, and it would not get up the driveway. It was very frustrating. But the driveway is fantastic now. We've had no issues getting up, and it's great. So what's been happening? So a lot has been going on around here. As some of you may have seen on one of my Instagram posts, if you are following us on Instagram. If not, we're at Tam and Dan on Instagram. I've been pretty bad at posting stuff, but I did just put up a very short little post. I had to have emergency surgery weekend before last. So I'm almost 2 weeks post-op, feeling pretty good, had my gallbladder removed, and in true Tamara fashion, let's just up the drama a little bit more. And when they went in to remove my gallbladder, they found a burst ovarian cyst and my abdomen was full of blood. So that was fun. They cleaned everything up. The blood was aggravating my liver and my pancreas. I am mending, I am recovering well. Still a little bit of pain and discomfort, but we are getting there. So what else has been going on? Our chickens are doing really well. We're settling in really well to our home. Leon has started kindergarten this year, which is another reason why you haven't seen as many videos as before. Things have been pretty insane. Kindergarten and just primary school in general threw us for six for the first couple of weeks. We thought that we'd be able to work full time, do kindy, not have to worry about after school care and whatnot. That was not the case. So Leon is at after school care a couple of days a week now, and we are still working full time. So it's been a bit hectic. It's been pretty busy. We had some wonderful friends come out and visit over the last couple of weeks, so thank you to everyone who's come out. Especially a big shout out to Laura and Matt, who helped us create a wonderful garden around our big tree next to our house, which I'll show you in a little while. So huge thank you to Laura and Matt for coming out and spending a wonderful weekend with us. It was fantastic having everyone out here, and Emma and Sam, of course, for coming out and seeing us. But yeah, today is a fun day. I'm actually planting my garlic today. So what I've done is I have been prepping a garden bed ready for garlic. I did a garlic workshop yesterday and had some amazing information come out of that. So I'm prepping the bed. It's amazing compost in here, all of our compost that was under our big blue tarp. There's a few of you may have seen from much earlier videos, it looked like we were hiding a dead body, but it was compost. So all that compost is in this bin. A number of bags of extra compost as well because it wasn't quite enough. Half a bag of cow poop, half a bag of chicken poop, mix it all together. I'm planting 12 Peruvian White garlic and 12 Monaro Purple. And then I'm also planting maybe about 30 of an unknown variety that a friend of ours gave us. We are very, very grateful to be sharing little bits here and there with people. So, and then of course I planted elephant garlic last year, and I have about, I want to say 8 elephant garlic bulbs to plant as well. So that's going to be a huge job for this afternoon, getting all the spacing right, getting them all in. I'm just prepping everything right now. I have my cup of tea, it's nice and warm, and let's get into it. So this is my lovely garden bed. It's my 4th, which I'm very excited about. I don't think it's going to fit all the garlic in, so what I'm thinking about doing is pulling out some of these. They're just not happening, and I might plant in both. So this is the first bed, and we'll show you what we're doing. So one thing I did pick up at this garlic planting workshop yesterday is that it is a really good idea to soak your garlic in water and a little bit of metho just to sterilize them a little bit. Apparently they can carry a few germs and bugs and whatnot. And then butt side down, straight in. It says this is Peruvian White. Peruvian White and Monaro Purple is gone straight in the end here. And I've got 12 of each, so that makes for a very pretty, aesthetically pleasing garden. And as easy as that, they're in. So what I'll do now is I will take these off. I've got some straw mulch there. Pop the mulch on, give them a good water. And in a couple of months, we should be looking really good. Okay, one bed done. I feel like I probably could have got a few more bulbs in that one bed, but I didn't want to mix up the varieties too much because I'm so new to it. I wanted to remember what I was planting and where. So I've got the 2 ones that I bought yesterday, the Monaro Purple and the Peruvian White. And the gentleman that I bought them off is also going to, in about a month's time, give me a mid-season garlic, which is a Polish variety, which I thought would be really cool to grow, Daniel being from Poland. So that'll be fun, and I will have hopefully another bed ready to go for that one, because I still have some of veggies in that are just, I mean, they're not going to grow. They've got a little bit of fruit on them, but like, they're not going to grow. It's April in the Snowy Mountains. I don't think they're going to mature. So I may have to do some culling and get that ready for some winter crops. I would love to try cabbages and cauliflower and all of those lovely brassicas, and of course my garlic, and then at the end of the season I want to definitely plant my onion. Don't know what we're going to do with the tomato bed yet. The tomatoes have been great this year actually, let me show you. So they didn't get as big as I thought they would. But they've produced a lot of fruit and fairly consistently, but they did not get as big, and I have a feeling we need to prep the bed a little bit better, more of the compost, more of the cow poop and whatnot, and then next year hopefully we'll get much bigger. But they did produce quite a lot. I mean, there's so much on there right now, and that's more than we can eat anyway. Half of it goes to the chickens. This chili is ready to pick. This little buddy right here, so I've picked all of his friends and they're drying inside. I have some basil here that's gone to seed, and a few little heirloom tomatoes that just didn't do much at all. So I am really keen next year to just go a little bit nuts. Leon and I spent about 2 hours this morning sorting through my seed collection, and I've got a lot. It's looking pretty good. So next year, or this year, but next season, I'm going to be really stepping things up, and not just for my garden. I'm hoping to get another 4 raised beds like this and put them next to us just over here. And then the tomato bed, I'm actually going to extend it all the way down. So it's going to, because the tomato bed is on contour, so every time it rains the water runs down this hill and it collects at this garden bed. So we're going to continue it all the way along so that it kind of naturally stops the rain, and it kind of self-waters every time. I have no idea what the boys are doing, but there's a lot of yelling going up there, so I'm just going to leave them. So yeah, I'm going to extend this big tomato bed all the way through. Hopefully plant some really good stuff in there in the spring and summer, and we're also going to fence off this whole area because I had some amazing lettuce growing. Had being the optimal word there. The kangaroos ate it. I'm glad someone got something out of it, because we didn't get to try anything. They were getting really lovely. Yeah, kangaroos. It's the only thing they've eaten other than my lemongrass, which they have almost destroyed. Here's the lemongrass. It's been pretty nibbled. So this is up in our little crop circle garden that we've got going on. A lot of our parsley is going to seed, which is amazing, so I'm going to be saving a lot of those seeds. The other day we went to our community garden in town where we were living, and they have strawberries. So we now have about 20 strawberry plants. Oh, you're in my shadow. Okay. Strawberry, 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 strawberry. My garden's looking great. I think this is a geranium, a lemon-scented geranium, which we also salvaged from our community garden. I mean, this was our plot, we paid for it. And that there is a huge big ball of chives. It's another lemongrass. They had a good go at that. That's a third lemongrass, and they had a good go at that too. My blueberries are still alive. So I have a beautiful blueberry here, another blueberry over there, kangaroo paw, these beautiful red ones. I think they're just decorative, they don't really do much, but they're beautiful. That's a thyme, that's oregano, that's gone to seed, more thyme. And I've got an echinacea, I've got some rhubarb, I've got basil over there, and just as much strawberries as we could possibly plant, which would be really great. They act as a fantastic ground cover. And then this little guy right down here. So this, we kind of made a little bee hotel accidentally. My mum was going to hollow this out and try and make it into a bowl, and we realised that they've actually capped it. I don't know if they're still doing much, but they have used that as a little bee hotel. So that's a nice little, you know, just to show you what the garden's looking like. It's doing really well coming into April. All of Daniel's bonsais are doing really well. This little guy, yeah, you can hardly see it, it's a stick. This was an English box and it was doing amazing until someone ate it. We're not sure what. Could have been a roo. Don't know. Someone ate it. That was so beautiful a week ago. So disappointing. And this is our beautiful garden that Laura and Matt helped us create. So I've got my Wallamai here. Since the English box got eaten, I have covered it, because if they eat my Wallamai, I'm going to sit out here with a shotgun every afternoon and kill the little buggers. So this is our rock garden that Laura and Matt helped us make. Daniel has planted as many flowers in here as he possibly could. And let me show you. That's one-handed flip of the camera. Seeing lots of little flowers popping up. There's lots of calendula, there's little button flowers, there's lavender, there's chamomile, there is, I think, alyssum. This, of course, isn't always going to be here. This is just for watering purposes, this hose. But they've gone crazy, which is amazing. And, look, Mr. Stumpy. Yes, this rock garden. I mean, it's not like we're short of rocks. We've got enough rocks to line the entire property. But it's looking good. And of course, we've pushed out this huge big area. And this is going to be a bit of a fire break for us. It was really good just to know that the bush wasn't right up against our front door through the summer. But yeah, it's beautiful. Our girls are down there. They're doing really well. They come out. They've been coming out and eating all Daniel's grass. So we did put in a retaining wall just to hold back some of that dirt, and so we don't have a big bit that people keep falling down. And Daniel's planted this grass. And it's a bit patchy at the moment. And the chickens aren't helping that because they come up here and they eat it all. But we are still loving this view. Look at my poor lettuce. Just eaten. Another casualty. I started these ones this year in toilet rolls, and they've done pretty well. I wasn't expecting to see toilet rolls still in there, but they did okay. Not sure I should be doing this 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks post-op, but I'm stubborn and I'm sick of sitting still. I think I have more dirt in my boot than in the bed. This is where that extra dirt ended up, and I replanted a couple of these. We'll see what happens, but I think it's too late in the season. I'll pull this all the way across for next season. And there we have it, 2 full garden beds planted out with garlic. I'm exhausted, my stomach hurts, probably a bit too much manual labour for just shy of 2 weeks post-op. But we're doing okay and my garlic's in. I call that a win. I love my garlic. But I might call it there, guys. Thank you for coming along today and just showing you a little bit about what we're doing. We will have a lot more happening in the next couple of months. So there will be some big videos to come. Stay tuned for that. And as always, we'll see you on the next one. Bye guys.